Now let's dig into that editor. We'll open up the Email Composer again. And of course, this is the email editor. And it's a very capable editor. It has a lot of features that allow you to make great looking emails. By default, you get a very simple starter email with a dear name and a footer. And the footer is wrapped in a table with a logo and all of the contact information for your company automatically inserted. You can edit anything in the footer if you please. You can change anything you can see. You can type in an email. But as I've told you before, what we normally do is we choose an existing email. So let's choose from the template list a email we have already prepared called Working Examples. All right, we'll make it a little bit bigger. Okay, so this is an email that we've prepared that has some pictures in it. It's examples of the company's work. So it starts out with a simple header, hi to the customer. This is with your name and company, and here's an example of our work with some pictures embedded. Regards, your name, and then the footer. So let's use this email to illustrate some of the advanced editing features. We'll go to the sentence here and apply some styles to it. We can make it bold. You can remove the formatting using the T_X icon here. And you can make it italic, whatever. We can change its positioning. We can center it. We can right justify it, center it, and pull it back to the left. We can change its style. We can we can mark it with color. We can add other colors using the color drop down. We can make it green, for example. We can change its background. Let's make the background red. And we can change its size. So let's make it a lot larger, make it easier to see. Right, let's restore it to its original. And we can change its font. Well, let's make it a little bit larger to be more visible. And change its font to something more interesting. We can change it to a header style. A header is large and bold. Different styles of headers, so we can have smaller headers. I have to select it first. So there are many options available to you to style your text in many interesting ways. And we can make lists. So we click on the numbered list icon. We can make an arbitrary list. We can even make a hierarchical list and make it bulleted. Like so. We can embed clickable links. For example, we can enter a website. You can tell your customer that you found this great website and encourage them to go visit it. So you enter whatever you want the website to appear as, select and click on the link icon, and it will ask you to enter the URL. So this is the internet address that you want the visitor to be brought to when they click on that link. So now we have a link. It's underlined in blue, so when your customer opens the email, they'll know that they can click on this and go to that website. Copy, cut, and paste are supported. So we can select text from within the email or from elsewhere. You can go to a file that's open on your computer, for example, select some text, copy it, and put it in here. So we have a copy icon at the top here, and Control V will paste. This would have worked also, as I said, if you copied the text from someplace else, an open file, for example. We have an undo button. So if we click undo, it undoes what we did. We have a redo, which will replace. Notice also the search icon. If we click on this, we can search for anything in the email. Search for the word example and find. Notice it locates it. If you have a very large email, of course, this might be useful. Some more features. We have an underline. So say we want to add a separator to the email. We can click on this icon. It will insert a horizontal line and give a visible separation between different parts of your email. We have a smiley face capability. So for example, at the end of this sentence, let's add a smiley face. I like the thumbs up. So there are a lot of great ways to dress up your email, help it to look very good. Including, of course, the photos that we embedded down below. So I'll show you how to go about doing that. To add a photo, click a space within the document. Let's open up a space down the bottom. Click where you want the photo to appear. Use the upload image icon at the top here. Click on it. It'll ask you to locate the image on your computer. So choose File, and I'll choose this photo here. Open it, and insert image. So there it is. It's very easy to add images from your computer to your email. Now let's enter a table. Scan down, and first I'll point out again that the footer makes use of a table to keep things lined up nicely. We have a two-row table, two-column table. We've got the icon in cell 1, and then the contact information in the bottom right cell, company name in the upper right cell. To learn more about this table or to edit it, if you right-click, you get this pop-up. Allows you to add rows, columns, to make changes to the cells, and to see the overall properties. So we can add header cells and change the width of the table, add a caption, and so forth. All right, so let's make a little space here. To add a table, we go to the icon at the top called Table, and we'll enter a 3x2 table, so 3 rows, 2 columns. Let's make that a 3x3 table, 3 rows and 3 columns. And the first row is a header. Width is 500. Okay. And let's make a pricing table. Let's say we want to price out carpet jobs, tile jobs, and maybe for 2 rooms and for 3 rooms. Just as a quick example. And we'll put some prices in here. So just a quick example of creating a table and what you might do with it. Okay, now the all-important placeholders, how to go about doing that. Now let's add a sentence here. Let's say, I hope your wife, and here we'll enter the wife's name. So we'll go to the placeholder drop-down list, come down here and choose spouse. All right, so I added the sentence, I hope your wife, and it's going to insert the wife's name automatically. is doing well. So when the email goes out, your wife's name will be substituted for the word spouse. And of course, the percentage signs will go away. You can see that we've used placeholders in several places: the customer name, my name, company name. So one more example: if I remove that placeholder, I'll show you again how to enter that placeholder. Hi, and choose customer name. It inserts it, enter the comma, and now you have a heading. And this is very useful, again, for example, when you want to make this email reusable so you can send it again in the future to a different customer. And you don't have to go in and replace all the customer name and all the details for that customer, because the placeholder will automatically do that for you. Because we're able to save this email as a template and use it again in the future, perhaps many times, it's worth it to spend the time to make a great looking email. And then when you're satisfied that it's done, you add it as a template, and then you send it. You send it off to the customer, and they receive it in their inbox. Next time you want to create an email for a different customer, you go in, you choose that template, and that same email shows up, and you don't have to do anything because the customer name will automatically be replaced. The spouse's name will be replaced, and everything else, you can just click send. So you spend the time to get the email right the first time, and then use it again and again and again, and you'll be highly productive, very efficient.